Emeritus of the Judiciary Committee, the gentleman from Wisconsin, Mr. Sensenbrenner.
Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in support of this legislation to extend 3 provisions of the USA PATRIOT Act that are scheduled to expire on Sunday. The attacks of September 11, 2001 tragically affirmed the urgency of updating our laws to address the clear and present danger presented by international terrorism. Although the memories of this day may have faded in the minds of some Americans, including some of my colleagues, the danger we face from terrorists and terrorist organizations has not faded. We continue to face an imminent danger made clear by the attempted Christmas Day attack. The 3 provisions scheduled to expire are, first, Section 206, the roving wiretap provisions of the Patriot Act; second, Section 215, the business record provisions of the Patriot Act; and third, Section 6001, the lone wolf provision of the Intelligence Reform and Terrorism Prevention Act. Of particular importance is the lone wolf provision, which closes a gap in the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act that, if allowed to expire, could allow an individual terrorist to slip through the cracks and endanger thousands of innocent lives. When FISA was originally enacted in the 1970s, terrorists were believed to be members of an identified group. That's not the case today, and we need to respond accordingly. Many modern-day terrorists may subscribe to a movement or certain beliefs, but do not belong to or identify themselves with a specific terrorist group. Allowing the lone wolf provision to expire could impede our ability to gather intelligence about perhaps the most dangerous terrorists operating today. Regarding the lone wolf provision, FBI Director Mueller stated that, quote, while we have not used it with regard to an indictment, it continues to be available for that individual whom we lack evidence to put with a particular terrorist group, but does present a threat as an international terrorist, unquote. The close call we had on Christmas Day demonstrates the need for tough laws like the Patriot Act. Terrorist organizations appear to be stepping up their efforts against us, and we cannot let this happen. Our national security is at stake, and so are the lives of thousands of innocent people, both Americans and visitors to our country. Our law enforcement officials must be provided with the needed tools to keep us safe, and we in Congress cannot drop the ball on our national security. We must reauthorize these provisions now. For too long, opponents of the Patriot Act have transformed it into a grossly distorted caricature that bears no relationship whatsoever to the legislation itself. The Patriot Act has been misused by some as a springboard to launch limitless allegations that are not only unsubstantiated but are also false and irresponsible. The fact remains that the USA Patriot Act is vital to maintaining America's safety. The White House and Attorney General have called for extension of the 3 expiring provisions of the Patriot Act, and I commend the administration for recognizing the value of these important national security tools and for rightly urging the Congress to reauthorize each of them. This is your administration, Mr. Speaker, and majority Democrats, not our administration, and they have recognized the reason for that. I urge my colleagues to vote in favor of reauthorizing these provisions before they expire, and I yield back the balance of my time.